All right, everybody, it's take two. Hopefully, the last live stream I tried to do didn't work. So let's see if this one works. I know I had John Tepper on standby, waiting to jump in on our live stream here to talk about his day. So I see we do got one visitor up here. Not sure if that's John, but anyway. Uh, so I'll talk a little bit about my day as we're waiting for people to chime in. So as everybody knows, I'm a Philadelphia police officer and I work at police headquarters, otherwise known as the Roundhouse. And right now, the Roundhouse is going through a transformation where we're moving to the new building. And for everybody who doesn't know, the new building is called the Philadelphia Public Service Building. It's the old Inquiry building on, I believe, Broad and Callow Hill. Yo, Rob, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. So just sitting here talking about the my move with the Roundhouse, and so as I was saying, the Roundhouse is at Broad and Callow Hill, and for the most part, a lot of the units that are in the building now have moved to the new building, the Philadelphia Public Service Building. And that's going to house the police department. It's going to house the fire department, from what I understand, Office of Emergency Management, and city has hired the Wayne Moving and Storage, and it's been pretty hectic. A lot of movers keep coming in and out, so it's actually been kind of hectic, and we're probably one of the last to leave because you have police radio still, you have the detention unit downstairs, and some other units. We just got to make sure everything goes as smooth as possible, per se. So, needless to say, it has been hectic, but it is what it is. Um, but as I was saying in my earlier stream, one of the things I want to talk about, and I know it's been a kind of a sore thumb on everybody, is the move of, or I'm not the move, the closure of the newest Catholic high school, Hallahan. And look, I'm getting a phone call. Stand by. Your dad. What's up, kid?
Can me, Frankie, and Damien go? Mommy said I asked you go to the Judge Playground just to hang out.
Judge Playground.
To hang out.
Well, as you can see, I got a live stream going here. Say hi to everybody.
Hi guys.
Oh, hold on. Bear and his friends. Hold on. Who's that?
He does cocaine. I don't. He's just messing around.
You guys are a bunch of nerds.
Whatever
You can't interrupt the guy when he's on YouTube talking about people's days here. Where you guys at?
Oh, we're at this area.
Well, I don't know what that area is. We don't.
Right near the Judge. Judge is right up the street.
Don't stay away from Father Judge. It's roach infested.
No, it's not. Dad, can we go, please?
Yeah, but just make sure you check in.
Yeah, all right. Love you.
All right, love you too.
Bye, stream.
Nerds. Jesus Christ. Goddamn kids. Last of the Mohicans here for the Levy household. All the other kids are grown. Bear is the last one. Finishing up 8th grade this year, then going into high school. Then after high school, on to college, where myself and my bride will be retiring to Central America, Belize, which is another topic. Everyone kept saying to me, dude, why would you move to a third world country? Look at Philadelphia. Philadelphia itself looks like a third world country. Look at K&A. My good friend John McCann, otherwise the Philly Captain on YouTube, one of my favorite YouTubers, by the way. He goes all about the neighborhoods, and a lot of times he goes on K&A and sees all these junkies dipping out and stuff. But why not a third world country that looks like paradise rather than going to K&A or living in the city and hearing gunshots all goddamn like when I could live on an island and visit the Caribbean Sea every day instead of the Delaware River watching rats and dead bodies float by. But hey, who am I to say? Anyway, I take advantage of my my time and my retirement to enjoy the rest of my life with my wife and in the Caribbean. So anyway, let's get back to this topic. So Hallahan is unlike some of the other schools that have been closed down. Uh, got together and they're forming this charter school. And from what I understand, reading on their Facebook page, is that the archdiocese wants them to was it called decease, cyst and decease, or cyst, whatever the hell it is. They don't want them using the name anymore. My question is why? If you're shutting the goddamn school down and you can care less about all the kids that are in this school, that they have to go to new schools, they have to find things, and all these years they wanted to attend this Catholic high school because their moms, their sisters, their aunts, they all went to this high school. And now all of a sudden you're closing it down because you can care less. But yet, it's okay, do what you want to do. But if they're trying to start a new program and yep, can't use the name Hallahan. Oh, we're going to sue you in court. Bunch of toads anyway. But I mean, look at North Catholic. We didn't have that opportunity. St. Hubert's. St. Hubert's had an opportunity to raise money, which would, be, I guess, their yearly cost. They had that opportunity. And my daughter, as a matter of fact, was graduated by that time. And, the school did. They were able to raise money. And I guess with recruitment and advertisements, they were able to stay open. Unfortunately, North Catholic and Cardinal Doherty were the guinea pigs. And we didn't have a choice. So at one point in time, North Catholic had the opportunity to do that Sister Ray. If anybody understands what that is, that's, I guess, a work program where kids, when they're, I don't know if it's just all 4 years or whatever, but they can go out into the work world and, learn a trade. And then with that money that they would make from these places, they can go back and help with their tuition. That's basically from what I understand. So again, I mean, the archdiocese wants to close things down, care less about the kids, care less about the traditions that have taken place for many years. But hey, don't use the name now. We're going to close it down. It's going to be no longer in existence, but don't use the name. You're not allowed. Why? I don't know. It's one thing we'll never understand. And I don't want to offend anybody because I know a lot of people are still big Catholics and they're churchgoers. I actually kind of got away with that. Just like a lot of people say, there's always bad apples in a bunch. But, everything that happened within the Catholic Church over the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years that have come to light, I should say, just changed me, changed my views. I mean, I believe in God, but the morals of the Catholic Church to me just ain't there no more. So again, you can't take away my faith. I believe in God, but the standings of the Catholic Church, I just can't follow it. But I'm here to support all my friends, my family, Facebook friends who all wish to do that. I support them 100%. Some of the other topics. It was a great summer down the shore. I don't know if all you guys, some people don't go down the shore. Some people just go for a weekend. I have an opportunity, my family and I, for many years we tried. So we have a campground and the wife stays down there for the summer with my son and my family comes down. They get the chance to utilize it. So that's always pretty cool. Geez, I don't know. Waiting to see where the rest of the crew is. Again, I'm just starting out this live stream. Hopefully things go well. And, it's called just, the title of this is just After Work, A lot of people like to bitch and moan about work, this, whatever, that. We could talk about whatever. So Rob T says, as much as I'm happy to hear your retirement, Philly is going to lose the best cop in Philly. I appreciate that, Rob. You're 100% right. As I talked about earlier, there's a lot of bad seeds and everything, but one thing, you know, when I go back to my old neighborhood, a lot of people say to me, you know, when you became a cop, I've never changed, and I agree. Like, guys put on this badge, and right away, I don't know, they may have been picked on when they were younger, and feel the need to use that authority now to get back at people. Where, you know, I never felt that way. You know, I've always wanted to be a cop, and with that, my heroes growing up, I used to watch Chips, Ponch and John. As a matter of fact, I remember playing on my big wheel as a kid. You know, somebody would be Ponch, somebody would be John, and you know, you ride around the neighborhood and you pretend you're being cops and stuff like that. But that's what I always wanted to do, and I had a lifelong dream of being a cop and being a graduate of North Catholic. Their logo or slogan was "Tenui Nectar Mitam." I've taken hold and I will not let go. And one of the things I've taken hold of and didn't want to let go was my dream of being a police officer and giving back to the neighborhood. And no, I don't feel I've changed. I feel that it's actually made me a better person, giving back to the community, not only through law enforcement, but also coaching soccer as well. Um, so, you know, I will miss patrolling when I retire. Um, but you know, I did my time, and you know, the world's going through change, and policing in itself has changed. It's become more community oriented, and I know a lot of people don't agree with the times and everything, but you know, everybody's learning. The police department, we're learning as a whole. We're going to training and learning how to deal with the public in a better light. You know, a lot of in the news, there's been, you know, all these police shootings, and some of them are justified, some of them not justified. Regardless as to what happens, there's always protests. So it's tough. It's tough in this world to you know, figure out, you know, what's right and what's wrong. I mean, you ask me, I think we live in a reverse society where any more wrong is right and right is wrong. But who am I to say? Uh, Looks like Rob is the only one that's been in here. So again, I mean, this is after work with your host John Levy. So, you know, let's feel free to talk about whatever you want. Hey, as a matter of fact, Halloween's slowly approaching, and we've been getting invitations for um, Halloween parties. And one of the things, trying to see here, Rich Kelly commented on my photo. Let's see. Let's see what Rich had to say on what photo. Uh, so my kids, and this is the post that I put on Facebook. If anybody had seen it, that I was running a fundraiser, and I got an email from Little Caesars Pizza, and they talked about, you know, good way to raise money is sell pizzas. Well, I mean, kids in school, they sell pizza, they sell candy. So I, you know what, let me give it a try. So anyway, one of the ways people, you know, do sales now is through social media. It's a free app. So I take my Little Caesars app that my son and my soccer team is selling to make fundraisers. Um, so this guy, you can go on my Facebook page and you can see my post and you'll see the name. I'm not going to say it live on my live stream here, but anyway, the guy happens to go on to my social media page and starts trolling, which is fine. I have nothing to hide. So he sees one of my political views, and the post that he posted on my blog about the fundraising was about the, you know, the military pulling out of Afghanistan, and I just said that I feel that President Biden has a lot of blood on his hands. So anyway, this guy snaps a shot of my post and then puts it on there, you know, my blog about the fundraiser, and then writes no. So just like anybody else, you know, you get a little pissed off and you want to go back at this guy, but you know, I don't want to give this guy the joy of going back and forth. So basically, I blocked the guy, and my post today was, you know, why would you? I get it. There's a lot of scams going on in the world, and you want to make sure if you're interested in buying some stuff off this link, you want to check out the person. But to disagree on someone's political views or just views in general, and then say no, you're not buying nothing. You're not. It's not for me. I mean, these are for kids. I mean, so let's get real about it. Like you don't want to buy something, don't buy something. Scroll on, but you know, you don't have to, take a picture and post someone's views and then decide to tell them no. It's just to me, it's just stupid. And you made yourself look like an ass clown because I just posted your name out there and basically told everybody, you had to scroll and you said no to a kid's fundraiser. So to me, you look like an asshole. Yeah, so that was that thing. Anyway, if you're interested and you want to buy some pizza from Little Caesars, they got pizzas, they got thin crust pizzas, they have um, they sell cookie dough, oatmeal raisins, they got their breadsticks. So anyway, this helps out our soccer team. Whatever kit you decide to buy, $6 of that will go towards the team, and we're using that money to the team I coach. We do a lot of tournaments. We got indoor soccer coming up, which the league we're playing in with referee fees comes out to be like over $1,200. So I don't think we're going to raise that much, but every little bit helps, and you know it'll be less money the parents have to put out of their pocket if we don't come up with the full amount. So anyway, this jackass again decided, he wanted to troll my page and find a reason why he didn't have to buy or he didn't want to buy this stuff. Who the text message must be my wife. Maybe she sees me on YouTube. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. She's taking a picture of herself at the bridal shower. So I'm going to be a father to bride. My very first time, my firstborn is going to be married in October, and I'm going to walk my daughter down the aisle. So I guess with my wife sending me a picture, I got to send her one back. Let's see here. Anyway, so with being a father to bride, my daughter calls me the other day, and she says to me, "Dad, did you pick out our dance yet?" And you see on YouTube a lot of the father-daughter dancers. They go from a slow dance to something special, and they start doing all kinds of freaky dances, this and that. I thought about that, but I'm more of traditional kind of guy. Hey Rob, I appreciate it, brother. Um, so I went with this song. Let me pull it up here, and you guys can view for yourself. The song is called, let's see, Brittany's Wedding. It's called This Dance by Scott Thomas. And let me tell you what, there's not going to be a dry eye in this place when this song is played because I played it for the first time here about a week or so ago with me and my wife, and we both had tears in our eyes. So anyway, I text my daughter back and I tell her, I have the song picked out. I want you to listen to it, but I want you to FaceTime me because I want to see your reaction. So, of course, she doesn't FaceTime me. And she says afterwards, I do wind up getting her on the phone. And she said she cried. So, anyway, this song called This Dance is something, it's new. I didn't want to go, I thought of that old song, Daddy's Little Girl, because I'm a traditional kind of guy. But, I went with this other song. It's new. I don't think anybody's heard it. So, that's what I went with. So I have my opportunity again, walk my daughter down the aisle. I'm very excited about it. I don't know how I'm going to hold up on this. I might have to take some Valiums or get Valiums prescribed or something because I'm going to be a mess. I'm an emotional kind of guy. I carry my emotions on my sleeve, so I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to show my emotions. Rob, does any of your kids get married yet? I know a lot of your kids are probably, if not the same age or maybe a few years younger, a few years older than my daughter. So I was curious if you and Rose had the opportunity to already be father and mother of the brides or anything. So, and how did you guys hang out with it? How did anybody hang out? Like I just don't know how you can't hide your emotions on this day. I mean, it's your kids. I mean, these babies that you watch from birth grow up into their teens where they get in trouble and they're out drinking their red Solo cups and they're coming home and they're getting in trouble and you beat the shit out of them, whatever. And next thing you know, they're dating and dad will get married. You know, it's all part of life. You know. Oh, Brandon's engaged. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I wish you guys to. But when's the wedding date for him? Anyway, if you want to donate to the soccer team, if you guys want to buy some pizza, the cool thing is when you used to order on stuff before, all the product would come to your house, and then you would have to go to each other person's house and deliver it. But with this one, with Little Caesars, um, all the product you buy is going to get shipped directly to your house by FedEx. That's what we're told. But on my page, if you go on my Facebook page, I did put a link on there. You just go on there and you can click buy as a guest or something like that, and you could, like I said, you could buy pizzas. They're like the kit's like $20. I don't know if it comes with one pie, two pies. I didn't read how many it comes with, but basically you make your pizza. Throw it in the oven. That's a quick dinner for you guys. But Halloween's coming up, as I spoke about earlier. And with all of our kids grown, we have our young guy who's 13, and Spirit World and all these Halloween stores are now opening up. So I said to my son down the shore, "What do you want to be for Halloween this year?" "I don't want to go out for Halloween, Dad." "Oh, I got my Robin, Arcane Robin Gotham, whatever that I bought. I have a Captain America morph suit, so I'm always ready to go out. I love trick or treating. Halloween's always been very big to me, but now that he doesn't want to go out, it's like, what the hell to do?" So I told my wife, I said, "Well, we might as well not decorate this year. I'll decorate the inside of my house. We got knickknacks and stuff like that, but the front of the lawn, which and I live up in Northeast Philly, a lot of people decorate their lawns. So we're not going to decorate the lawn this year. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a break. But yeah, if we're going back to Belize, my wife and my one son Chris, a few years back, Chris was graduating high school, and my wife didn't want him to go into Wildwood because of all the trouble going on lately. So my wife said, pick where you want to go, and she had mentioned Belize. So they had went to Belize, and my wife, I mean, they fell in love with it. If you ever get an opportunity, you go on YouTube and pull up Ambergris Key. It's spelled Ambergris Key. It's spelled Caye. And the area we bought in is called the Grand Belizean Estates, just outside Secret Beach. Pull up the YouTube videos on there and just look how beautiful that place is. And my wife goes out there and she was scuba certified. So I believe Belize is one of the top 5 scuba destinations in the world. Crystal clear waters, like swimming pool clear. Will Mitchell, who is my real estate guy, does videos all the time. He works for Remax International. So if anybody ever has dreams about being in the Caribbean, he's got videos on there from Airbnbs. You can go on their Facebook page, and there's a ton of people out there that Airbnb their place. I mean, Belize. I haven't been there yet. I was in the Navy, so me choosing to go to an island with my wife really wasn't that hard of a decision. Getting out of the United States because of all the drama that has taken place here was a no-brainer. But again, check if you get an opportunity, check out the Ambergris Key Belize. Now the mainland is kind of crime stricken. There's a lot of stuff that goes on there, kind of like the city, but the island is absolutely beautiful. Small, laid back, no drama. As a matter of fact, I met a lot of people through social media on Ambergris Key page. Guys from Texas, him and his wife are retiring. He's actually a police officer. They have a Facebook page called, was it called Tex Spat to Belize, something like that. They're actually just starting out on YouTube, and for the most part, a lot of these guys that are from Canada, the United States, that are moving to Belize have some really cool YouTube pages because while they're out there, and I got to get myself a drone. I said to my wife, "You got to buy me a drone because when we get to the islands out there, some of these drone footages that these people are doing while they're out on the boats and you seeing dolphins swimming alongside the boats is just absolutely amazing." Again, guys, when you're chiming in, when you jump on this live stream, feel free to talk about whatever you want. Oh, he's got Sky back here. Sky Levy. It's a Sky. She's my $1,000 cat. Say hi to everybody. No, say hi. Say hi, everybody. Sky's about 3 years old. She likes to lay on Daddy's lap a lot. And then we have Bug Hilton. He was adopted. He has like sky blue eyes. Sky and Hilton have their own Facebook page, by the way. It's not a group; it's a page. You guys can go on there and. Oh, what are you doing? Go say hi to everybody. Did I wake you up? Did I interrupt your sleep? Anyway, so when you guys are on this stream here, if you're watching, do me a favor. You guys can hit the like button on here. See how many likes I can get by the end of this live stream. Hopefully it does well. I'm trying to build up my YouTube. And again, my good friend John McCann, the Philly captain, if you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, he goes about all the city all over the place, and he videos. It does a pretty good job. And that's where I got this thing. I figured out to try to raise my viewers. Kind of figured out do what he would do a live stream and do a little live interaction with all you guys. And again, it's we were on here. We could talk about whatever you want. There's a ton of topics happening in the city. So yeah, feel free to chime in and talk about whatever you want. Meanwhile, Sky's trying to lay back down. Eagles. I mean, did they play a good Atlanta team or did they play a bad Atlanta team? And and then they play against San Francisco, and they get their asses kicked. Basically, they got manhandled. But on the topic of the NFL and all sports, how does everybody feel about how they got involved with politics, and especially the Major League Baseball this year, the All-Star game gets moved from Atlanta because of their views with, I guess, was it the voting ID? So they take it out of Atlanta and they move it to Colorado. I don't know. It's a shame how actors, actresses, singers, songwriters, now sports people are all getting involved in this politics. I think each person should stay in their lane and let people choose for themselves who they want to run this country. My personal opinion, Donald Trump as a man, of course he did some crazy, stupid shit. He speaks his mind, but I mean, you can't deny the guy didn't do a bad job. Okay, everyone says he caused division in the world, but look at the news media every day. Like there was something on here from 6ABC that they made a deal because of, was it the Emmys or the Oscars, whatever it was the other day, that no actor of color didn't win an award. Like, really? Did you really have to go that way? I don't understand. I don't understand why. Why can't it just be, you know, this person didn't win an Emmy. He was up against this person, that person, so forth and so on, and he didn't get chose. But no, they had to go the route the other way. And the media's, they're the one that's still causing division. We don't have Donald Trump in office no more. So how can you say that this man has caused division in the country when the media is still running with it? They're absolutely still running with this division and the war on police. Look, there's bad apples everywhere, but the media just can't let it go. They will not let it go. They refuse to let it go and try to bring this country together. Just my personal opinion. I mean, just look at what's going on every day on the news. I don't want to watch the news. I refuse to watch the news. It's just too much drama going on in the world. The Phillies. I told my buddy at work that they're going to lose 90 games this year. I don't think they're going to lose 90 games the way it's turning out now, but I think the Phillies. It can't be the coach because let me ask you this question: how could Gabe Kapler, who managed the Phillies before, won about his system and they didn't do well, but yet goes to San Francisco, and from what I understand now, if I'm correct, the guy has his team in first place and they're going to win a division. To me, it comes down to scouting and the scouts picking out the right players for the team. But why is it that Philadelphia has such a hard time drafting people or recruiting people, whatever you want to call it, especially pitching? I mean, it's brutal. You watch these the Sports Center and stuff like that, and having the worst pitching staff in the league. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, from 2008 for that 3-4 years, we made some major runs. We had a solid team. Whoever it was doing these scouting reports at that time did an excellent job, and now we're back in the shithole. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's troll Facebook and see what people got going on here for topic. Here you go, CBS New York. Let's see. Okay. No drama. They didn't pick no drama out on this one yet. Wish I could find that post from this news media. Got them still causing this division. Oh, the other thing is this Gabby girl that they found dead. Now they're looking for the husband, boyfriend, whatever he is. That's crazy. I mean, the videos that they had, I seen on the news, depicts that it looked like they were having they had a good relationship. Then all of a sudden, this chick disappears. Let's see what else we got going on here. I don't know if it's me, but with Facebook, my thing is, why do you get posts from like 3 or 4 days ago? I guess maybe because somebody comments on it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm looking for new shit. People I haven't seen. I got 300 and some friends on my Facebook page, and I'm sure they post. Like, I don't get why their feeds don't pop up. Let's see here. What other good topics are on Facebook? I got a lot of hunting stuff on here. I like to hunt. I like to hunt. I like to fish. I have my own Facebook group page for trout fishing. Let's see. I'll tell you what it is. If anybody fishermen are out there that like to trout fish uh, every so often, I think it's in the spring, and then they have fall uh, trout fishing as well. The Facebook group that I have for that. Where the hell is that? Trout trout fishing in Philadelphia. So if you guys are interested in trout fishing, you guys fishing pennypack, or you guys go up the mountains, my Facebook group is trout fishing in Philadelphia. So I do a lot of videos on there. I did some YouTube videos with me and my sons fishing for trout. Um, Believe it or not, I mean, a lot of guys on a lot of these other trout fishing pages, they talk about, oh, stock fish, they're easy to catch. Try to catch the wild ones. They're right. But if you're fishing in a stream with like 30, 40 other people, which pretty much happens all the time in Philadelphia or even in the suburbs, you could be using a lure and be doing half decent, getting a lot of bites. And then you have a couple guys come in with live bait. You're done. Like if they start catching them, they're done. I mean, the trout just ain't going to bite on your lure anymore. They're looking for live bait. So if you're a lure fisherman, I guess it behooves you, not only to come to your hole with lures, but to bring some bait as well. Which I know the guy I go fishing with, John, he does that too. So a lot of times I go trout fishing with my buddy John out in Quakertown. We go to a place called the Meadows in Hellertown, PA, and he brings his grandkids with us. I bring my boys with us, and we have a good time. It's a good day to go out with the boys and get some pictures and stuff like that with them catching fish. But again, I also like to do my hunting. I'm a big I love hunting deer. I think I've been hunting deer now for about 4 or 5 years, and I only shot one. Uh, I had an antlerless license, and I shot a buck, but it didn't have it. Didn't, it was young. It was young. So my cousin said that I killed the German Shepherd. I killed a puppy. So that's just this ongoing standing joke at our hunting our camp with all of our guys. But let me tell you, uh, if you guys like venison, it's low in fat, and if you know just how to cook it right, venison is it's a good taste and meal. Let's see. Oh, I also had a Facebook page group, if you guys are interested, called Port Richmond when we were kids. If anybody grew up in the Port Richmond area, Sion, Carroll School area, Monkevich area, Samuels, it's a pretty cool page. You could post pictures about the old neighborhood, things that used to happen in the old neighborhood when you were kids, playing freedom, playing tag. A lot of guys I grew up with, we played soccer, we played sports. So that was our thing. That was our claim to fame. Actually, soccer. We had a lot of guys I grew up with wind up playing pro indoor soccer and so forth. Um, Facebook, when it first started, I thought was awesome because you started reconnecting with people in your neighborhood, um, and also guys you went to school with, girls you went to school with, whatever. That moved out of the state, stuff like that. You reconnected, but then all of a sudden, I don't know what the time frame was, but then all of a sudden it became like drama stricken. Like I don't get it. Everybody posting their family issues. Me, I was one of them. I was one of those guys. Um, let's see what else we got here. So my friends and I, who we don't get to see each other anymore, every year we try to get together for an annual friends barbecue. And I belong to a swim club up here in the Northeast, and a couple times we got together, and we went to the swim club, and you always find yourself talking about old times, and it's actually pretty cool. And sit there and laugh about shit that you did, and it was probably dumb as all hell, but you still laugh about it. We had some good times growing up in the neighborhood. I know we used to have junkies that used to. There was an apartment that was on the corner of Salmon and Auburn, and at the schoolyard or parking lot next to it where we used to play stickball. Man, that apartment caught fire so many goddamn times from the junkies falling asleep with cigarettes in their hands or whatever, and it was just brutal. It was brutal. I mean, some of the things that we used to do as kids, even teenagers. Here's something to bring up about being a teenager. And I know I have friends from all over, and I have friends of different ages. But let me ask you this question: when you had a girlfriend, or when you were just meeting with somebody and you were just hooking up, when I was growing up, we called it a bewit, Bewit, or be with. You get your girlfriend, and I guess people felt weird kissing out in the open, so we used to be alleys. We used to hook up in alleys. They called them alley bewits. Then you had guys on there, stop alley bewits and stuff like that. But yeah, growing up, we used to have, like, where I hung out at Carroll School. Then I started hanging up at Cahawks. Then as we got older, you had guys from Stokely, you had guys from Sion, you got guys from Fishtown. And then as you got older, when you went to high school and you all started hanging out together, they would come to the neighborhoods. Nah, Philly Captain's not me, but Philly Captain is a guy named John McCann, and he was a Port Richmond guy. And I just happened to stumble upon his channel. I would say probably about a year ago, and I think he's probably I'm 48, so John's, I don't know, maybe 4 years younger than me. And some of the things he talks about you can relate to, because we all did the same thing in the neighborhoods, like knocking on people's doors and running, and a lot of the other guys like the Diefendorfers, and you know he's funny. It's my wife says his voice annoys him, but you gotta laugh because some of the stuff that he brings up again about the past and is funny, because we all did it at one time. But like I said, if you get an opportunity, um, check out his channel. And John's been doing me a favor, and you know, he's been putting my name out there, for people to join on my face, or my YouTube. But anyway, so let's see. Yeah, no, he is good. He's good. He's funny. You know, he matter of fact, he's got like over 8,000 subscribers, and now he gets paid by YouTube. And he puts out videos, a couple videos a day. So, I mean, some of them are actually pretty cool. He does a good job, and that's where I got this idea to do my live stream. Like I said earlier, just trying to build my community up, and trying to get more YouTubers. Everybody's YouTube stars. Like my son watches this one dude. I don't even know what his name was, but his laugh like irks the shit out of me. Like, he does crazy shit. He'll bring a swimming pool to the beach, and you get all these people sitting there looking at him. People come up to him and say shit to him. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time to constantly go out and YouTube. I do it here and there. Like, one of my favorite streams was when seagulls attack. We were in Avalon, and when you're on the beach, you can't sit there and have a sandwich out, because these things come down like kamikazes, and you're not even paying attention. You like totally forget. You're so engulfed in watching your kids. Yeah, he mentioned my channel quite a few times. He's been doing me a favor, trying to hook me up. But I do videos. I did zip lining. Well, I didn't do the zip lining. My son and our other boys that came from Africa that we take to shore with us, they did some zip lining. So I did zip line videos. I did a bowling video. I just try to come up with different ideas to do with my YouTube channel. And I hope everybody likes this one. Again, I got this live stream idea from John, trying to hope to build my my fan base up. But anyway, I think it's getting dark in here. Actually, you can still see me. But no, it's good to come on here and talk about different things and remember the past. I mean, where the hell did the time go? You know what I mean? I got a Gmail. Okay, here's this. Apple, they get you by the balls, boy. Let me tell you. Talk about my iCloud storage. What does it say here? Oh, they automatically upgraded me 50 gigabytes iCloud storage plan at no additional charge. Wasn't that nice of them? Yeah, probably for the first 30 days. Then they'll friggin' charge me out the roof. But anyway, also on some of my YouTube channels for people who haven't or just might be tuning in and checking me out, I did a lot of interviews with guys from North Catholic, some really famous guys. One of the guys was actually a Philadelphia Eagle, and he was actually pretty cool. A couple teachers that we did that were pretty inspiring to me when I was growing up. I interviewed them, and my thought process on that interview was basically, it was New Year's Eve. I was home watching the countdown, and I was flipping through YouTube after that because, between commercials and between people I didn't really desire to watch. I came up with this idea, like with North Catholic, they had baseball games on there, wrestling, all this other stuff. But I said to myself, they don't have people's stories on here. Like North Catholic was a legacy in the area, Port Richmond, Fishtown, Juniata, Kensington. I mean, you name it, all the area. I mean, North Catholic was an icon, and the teachers that they had in there were iconic. And some of the time, and you can literally, there was times at school where you would just laugh your ass off about something that happened. Some clown did this or somebody did that. And these were the stories that weren't being told, but you would hear guys at the reunions. Like you can go to meet up with 5 or 10 guys that you went to high school with and sit there and talk about the old times at school. And these are stories that'll be taken to the grave with you eventually. But now that I did these interviews, these are times that are going to be now told on YouTube, and they'll be there forever. My next ghost hunt video. We're trying to get into Grand Park out in Horsham, PA. That was a place where we investigated quite a few times. As a matter of fact, over the years that we did investigate at Grand Park, which is out in Horsham, PA, by the way, I think it's off of County Line Road, we actually raised $37,000 for them. Now, you get a lot of skeptics out there, ghost hunting, boo, all this other stuff. But, when you go out there and investigate, like my wife, for example, she was a total skeptic. And we were at Grand Park, and an incident occurred. And my wife said after that, she was a believer. And even one of the spots we did, and when we used to host Fort Mifflin's event, there was a guy that actually came, if I'm not mistaken, came from Seattle. And if you're familiar with Fort Mifflin, it's probably one of the most haunted locations in the world. And again, we've hosted their events like 4 or 5 years in a row and raised a tremendous amount of money for them. But the difference between Old City Paranormal and other groups is we give what they make 100% back to the site, where a lot of these other paranormal groups, they like to pocket money for what I don't know, I guess equipment or whatever. But the gentleman who came from across the country to Fort Mifflin, total skeptic. And if you go on my videos on my Old City Paranormal page, I actually interview him after an incident had taken place. And he even said he checked out everything that could have possibly been, which would have caused this incident to happen. And check it out for yourself. He says he has no answer for it. So for all the people out there who are non-believers, that's fine. Matter of fact, I would rather have non-believers come out to these investigations, because 9 times out of 10, an incident will happen with a non-believer than it would with us paranormal investigators. True fact. Matter of fact, that is a fact. I do take people out on ghost hunting with us. Again, Great Grand Park. It's an open event. Fort Mifflin has open events every year. You just got to go on their page. They charge a fee. I'm not saying what the fee is. Like, for example, Fort Mifflin, I think was $90, and it was an all-night investigation where you can either investigate all night, or you can go to sleep in the barracks or the casemates. Grand Park, I don't know, let's shits and giggles, maybe they charge $45, $50, and they give you a brief tutorial of the history of the location and some of the incidents that have happened there. So, it's the season, Halloween season. Everybody gets into talking about ghost hunting, this and that. So, it brings out your curiosity, and you get hyped up for it. You get hyped up, and you look forward to it, because everybody always looks for a ghost hunt. But do me a favor, hang tight, guys, because I gotta change the lighting in here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take you with me so you get to see a little tour of my house. Hey, let me put the light on so we get a little bit better lighting in here. There you go. Hopefully that works. See that TV? 75-inch TV? My wife wanted to kill me when I bought that. We got our income tax to 1 year. And I told my wife, because we had a huge entertainment center. Again, I'll face this around. So where that wall is, we had a huge wall entertainment center. And I just got sick of it. And everybody started mounting their TVs on the wall. And I'm a big sports guy. Well, was a big sports guy up until all this drama. And I think it was like $5,000 or something like that. I went to Best Buy. I started researching these LED or QLED TVs. And so I took out a loan because my wife actually spent the money. Oh, my wife's going to be coming home for the next. She got another dress fitting. So my daughter and my wife today went to their bridal shop to see my daughter. I think was her final fitting or whatever. So Facebook is so boring. Yeah. So anyway, we're supposed to do Grand Park this year. Grand Park is actually pretty cool. It's named after Elizabeth Graham. And if I'm not mistaken, the story behind Grand Park is Elizabeth Graham was married to a descendant, if I'm not mistaken, of Benjamin Franklin. And when I think something happened where he got captured by the British or something like that happened. My buddy Glenn knows more about that stuff than I do. So, but if you get an opportunity, Grand Park, spelled Graeme, in Horsham Payoff County Line Road. If you go on their Facebook page or their website, they may have the advertisements for when their events are going to take place. They'll probably have other events besides the one that we're going to do. So, but no, it's a beautiful place. They hold weddings out of there. They've held dog shows out of there. And if you just want to get away and check out the history of locations, and that's another main thing. Like, Philadelphia, like everything started here, man. Like, there's a lot of history in our city. There's a lot of historic locations. And when you're doing these investigations, if you can just like put yourself back in time and picture, like Frankfurt Ave was King's Highway, like the British troops and the colonials marched up and down there during the Revolutionary War. I mean, just think like like some of the TV shows that you see on National Geographic and on A&E that had like this shit happened here, and people forget about this. So there was a lot of battles and a lot of wars fought in here. I mean, just think the British. Oh, my wife's calling me. Well, I'm gonna she sees. Hold on. You guys can enjoy the phone conversation. Hi, my love. Hi, princess. You're excited? You cried? Hey, listen, you want to hear something funny? I'm actually doing a live stream on YouTube right now, and you're on it with me because you called me. YouTube. YouTube. On my laptop. Talking about life, talking about ghost hunting, uh, talking about all current events, and now you're part of it. I love you too, baby. I told you she wasn't gonna like it. What are you talking about? What's this? What are you on? So anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Tell the miss I said I hung up already. I can't tell her. Anyway, we're going to have more videos of this. I don't know if it's going to be every day, every other day, or whatever. But again, this is going to be a live interactive thing. We can sit back again after work. We can blow off some steam, and feel free to talk about it. Rob, I appreciate your interaction with me. It just helps the time go by. And again, it's all about blowing off steam, people. You know what I mean? We all work in a stressful world, so we come on here. We can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. But I hope I end this right and that it loads up to my YouTube. I don't know. Hopefully it does. The other one, I tried to do it and it wasn't working. So I don't know if I hit this edit button here. Bear with me. Well, I just want to thank everybody. I'm going to hit this end stream thing. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this time. And hey, Rob, do me a favor. Hit the like button and, share this video. And hope to chat with everybody again after work with John Levy, your host. So again, I'm going to hit this end stream button and hopefully this loads up to my Facebook page. But I want to thank you all guys for joining in, and you guys stay safe. If you want to get the COVID shot, get the COVID shot. You don't want to get the COVID shot, don't get the COVID shot. You want to wear a mask, wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. But anyway, stay safe. God bless, and see you all soon for the upcoming things of After Work with John Levy. Take care.